All right. So this project was XYZT. Members were myself, Ben, and Stefania. And to start, I just wanted to show some notebooks that Stefania actually put together with some data she uses in her research. The first one's actually just going to be the first case, at least that we know of someone installing these packages on their own and extracting some data successfully. So here's her example data set. This is coming from the Bulgarian Black Sea. We have 4 dimensions, time, lat, long, and depth. We could change it into an SF object with points. And then here she makes a function to iterate through dates, which is something that we didn't include in our tutorials. But basically we're saying for each date, generate a new URL to access that mirror netcdf file, open it, extract the points we want, and then bind them back together. And it seems to work all right. Not too many NAs, just a few in there. The values are really similar because they're all pretty close together. And then she also was able to make it into a bounding box and extract that. And there it is with the points on top. So the next part of the project was we wanted to add in a new data source that was XYZT ready. So here's our project repository. Within we have this package directory with a new package called Copernicus. One thing I wanted to show, if you want to come and use these tools yourself, we have a setup file that you can come run and install what you need. And within the Copernicus package, a few things I wanted to note before I show some code. There is a Python dependency. It's this mo2 client. That's how you make requests to Copernicus. And so with that, you also need to have a free Copernicus account. You'll need to either load your username and password into your R environment each time with this line, or you can stash it in your hidden .r profile, just at the top level home directory. And then you also need to tell this mo2 client tell R which Python, if you have multiple Python installs, mo2 client is that. So Stefania was able to, working with the same points I just showed, change them into an SF point object. And then the simplest way we were able to figure out to interact with Copernicus at the moment is to download the files on the fly. So we have this populate script function where you can, that's the script that the mo2 client is going to be calling. Here we're just giving a bounding box, but you can also bound it by time and depth and maybe a few other dimensions. And then you call it download Copernicus. And here in the script, we're also telling it to download it into our data directory in the repository and then call it this name. But you can also download it just to a temporary file that gets deleted right after. You read that file and it reads it in as a stars object. So then we can extract points. So this is that SF point object. Get a little breakdown. And you can also extract a bounding box if you don't want to just get individual points. And that's what it looks like. So this is just, so far we've just built functionality to interact with the first data set in the catalog, this global analysis forecast, but we hope to add some more and maybe add in some other functionality. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay,